Hello everyone. Hi, welcome to 4 p.m. My name is Dean Stevenson and I've been the fella at the piano today. If you've seen me sat here writing music, 4 p.m. is not just about music, although it might seem like it is. Music is just the way we're talking about creativity and the process. It's a process of making something in front of you. This is a residency, I suppose you'd call it that, where I make new music every day, new piece every day. In front of you, it's about a conversation about when to abandon it. I have a little disclaimer on my music stand that is not my quote, it's somebody else's, that says, "Art is never really finished, it can only be abandoned in an interesting place." So I have to abandon mine by 4 p.m. because the ensemble have arrived. Miranda, Phoebe, Damien and Martin. And they're about to play the piece that I wrote today. The one you just heard was not the one I wrote today. That was from the 195th day that I have been in the museum writing a fresh piece. Just a nice little curtain raiser, a little warm-up piece. Today is day 362. So on Monday, it's a full year, 365. And thank you. And you know, I've got two proper the days when we thought this is a really good piece. We went back into this in here, in this room. So they were written in this room and recorded in this room. So there's about, I don't know, 20 pieces there. And there's two of those. There's about 40 pieces recorded. So 40 pieces we went yes to out of 300 and something. So it's not a great hit rate, is it? But that's probably about okay. I reckon if you think every day is going to be great, you're either deluding yourself or you've been misled that every time you wake up you'll just shit a diamond. You won't. Counter to that is this funny thing that our education system has done. 4 generations, mind you, were stigmatising mistakes about getting stuff wrong, as opposed to just, remember when you were a kid, you just finger painted, you know? Well, it was fun and you did cool stuff. And then we're told to grow up and somehow we think we have to leave that fun thing behind when we get older. The courage to just explore stuff. Actually, we never did. We didn't have to leave that behind at all. Anyway, so I'm here every day at the piano writing stuff that I don't know whether it'll ever be good, but I'll write something. So today's piece, I did have, we'll have some questions and answers soon. As someone always asks, what's the inspiration for today? Well, usually my answer is nothing. But today there was, because this very ensemble was here last Monday, and I wrote a little piece, which we might even play later on, just for a bit of context. And I called it a Celtic lullaby. I don't know, just felt right. And so I thought, well, I'll try and keep that thing going and write something a bit folky, a bit Celtic-y. Halfway through today's piece, I realised I have no idea how Celtic music goes. I don't know. I'm just figuring out as I go along. So I don't even know if it's going to work. So maybe today's piece and Monday's piece might work together. Can't tell you. You'll be able to tell me because we're about to hear it for the first time. They're looking at it now. They haven't played it yet. I haven't even heard it yet. I've just been kind of dreaming it and writing it at the piano. So I haven't heard it with these instruments before. Neither of you. Let's all find out together. We'll have a quick rehearsal. Stick with us while we stop and start and bolt today together before we play it all through. Here we go. 362. Hi, everyone. Hello. So, yes, it's kind of like a 4-feel. Triplets. Quavers. Yes? So we won't start that quick. About there to start with? Yeah? Okay.
3, 4.
right. Yeah, that was you. Okay. How about that? Now, this with the curtain raiser, it sounds all quite nice and jiggity jig, and sometimes I write what I consider to be more kind of dense modern things, but it doesn't matter how many notes I throw at them, the buggers can always play it. So the rehearsal might not be very long today because they're going to get it really quickly. I don't always write pieces like this, but they're a bit fun. There you go, that was fun. Yeah, so the bar before D is just viola.
Okay.
Just viola. Yep. Okay. If you've always wanted to ask a question of a musician, or you're curious about anything that's happening right here, questions are great. Have a chat to the person next to you and say, what would you ask? So we'll come back to you and see if there's a question. Okay, any problems with any of that?
I might just try it again.
Try it again, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go again.
3, 4.
Hold there. Sorry, yeah. So this is a cello solo here.
Yep.
So same kind of melody in the top. Dee da 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 dee da, but keep it nice and low for the cello come over the top. From the D.
Bar 9 and 10, are they also long in the second and fourth?
9 and 10. Dee da dee. Yeah, short, long, short,
Still the
long.
same.
Yes,
Still the
thank
same.
you. Yes. Short da dee da. Okay, from the D. Is it too quick or? Okay. Okay, so now we're going to slow. Good. So if you were thinking, like I was thinking a Celtic thing, I don't know, sounds more like a tea party with cucumber sandwiches, isn't it? Anyway, so we're about to go into a slow bit. There is a rub with having to write a piece every day between 10 a.m. when the doors open to now, and there's it's just not a lot of time to get a lot done. So I tend to, this is like an ABA form thing, so I've done that again today. Bloody hell, annoys me. But I've gone to a slow and then we finish with quick again. That's the idea. So you've got a whistleable quick tune on the way home. So this one, I thought, if we're going to go down the Celtic route, let's think somber. I'll give you kind of the cues when the chords change underneath, but the top
So
is
you've
like...
got me written as a solo, but is it free solo?
It's
or
kind of
in time
free-ish.
solo?
Yeah. Oh, it's almost like a...
You just can
Okay, take it slow forward there.
you can go straight on H.
Yes,
then.
H, yes. Sorry.
3. Oh.
Funereal. So we'll bring the volume up a little bit up here. Relaxed. Building. then from here, back down, back into the solo, back at the tempo at M.
And who's got the rhythm at M?
Right on M, it's rhythm is second and viola,
So you,
and then back to cello solo.
I
and
just hold
compete.
a note.
Yep, yep, yep.
You have it too?
Yeah,
So
so
does that
we'll just be like in time, or are we pausing the
So
bar for
straight away in time at M?
M time at M, in time at M? Yes, yes.
Any kind of lift or just continue?
No, just the top note can hold over.
I might, this is above a 4. I'll indicate
yeah,
the tempo.
yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Has anybody got any questions? Anybody confused? You can ask something if you like. No? No one's thought of a question? Hello, balcony people. It's winter in Hobart. What the hell are you all doing here? Oh, there's a question over there. Why do I make music? That's a great question. Why do I make music? It makes me feel really good. Music makes me feel really good. Who thinks that music doesn't make them feel good? You see? No one thinks that music is a terrible thing. To write music is fun. Because I can get these people to do whatever I want. Should we try that bit again?
Yep. Do you want to go from G?
From G,
Try
yes.
and get into the
Get into
undone
the
tone?
yes.
So it's 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 3, 4.
Settling in. Cello, cello, cello. P. Woo, there it is. That's it. Thank you. Miranda, Phoebe, Damien, Martin. So I'll make one little note now, and then make some notes and ask you questions. Any questions from you? Yes.
What are you doing at M?
Same as that G.
How do I build it up? How do I write?
Okay. Or, yeah.
So a quick good question. How do I start? I think if you ask any songwriter, which comes first, the music or the lyrics? It changes, I'm sure, but most of the time, if you start with one, the others follow very, very quickly afterwards. So I might dum ba 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 bum bum. That's enough. What supports that? Dum bum. I've got to put the bass in straight away. So they all come together. All four voices travel together. One of them never gets very far out the front before the others have to meet it. So it's important to write them all together. It really is. Yeah. Yes. Oh, they always add stuff. I mean, what I love about them, these musicians, because they're so amazingly clever, is their ability to intuit what's on the page. I just write black dots with, which you can see on the screen if you're interested over here. I just write black dots with very little information, really, and all the kind of a lot of the dynamics and the pushing and the pull of the tempo, they do. So they put a lot into it. Very emotionally, which I don't play any of these instruments. I don't play violin, viola, or cello. I don't even really play the piano, because you didn't really hear the piano. If you've been in here a few hours, you probably didn't hear piano very much, apart from me playing people up and down the stairs. That's kind of all I do, because I don't really play it. I just use it as a tool for writing. So to hear it on an instrument that I don't play is extraordinary. So yeah, I don't know. But a question for you. Oh, one thing too. When we get back to M, remember to let the cello out. Cello over the top, please.
Yeah. You mean M?
M for you. If I was to say like Celtic fiddle, what technically, how would you have a way of defining the difference between the way you play Celtic stuff or classical stuff?
Well, physically, they don't use a shoulder rest and they play with it like here.
Yes.
Like bad technique.
Bad technique. Can you play badly then? Yeah. Yeah.
So we could be a bit more free with kind of, how we're using the bow, like a bit, and also like when I've got the, really stretched out
Yeah.
things.
Do you need a drink? Will that help? Folk music and drink, like.
So we could probably try and make it a bit more free.
Yeah, have a lot of fun with it. Yeah. Except for that somber middle bit, the funereal bit. Okay, we'll give it a. Did you need me?
Or just a question.
Question.
P. What sort of dynamic? What do you want it to do?
Okay.
Like,
P.
I felt like it needed a bit of growth. Someone's got. I think everyone else had stuff at P, so I could be less. But then coming.
I really like my line at P.
Yeah, I think more interesting things.
So it's the tempo's up. It's just a little bit more relaxed because second violin's going to do about 4 bars of stuff. Mezza piano while you come out from forte.
But then should we grow towards,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And when you on 87, dee da dee da da da, like give those the first quaver a nudge.
Like all the quartet sax in the middle, or just the first one?
Say it again.
Did you want the whole each note accented a bit?
Yes, that's it. Yep. Dee da da dee da 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 dee. Yes. Last bar.
Should I be arco with everyone else or keep it pits?
Let's go arco. Yep. Good question. Arco is when you use a bow, and pizzicato is when you use your finger to pluck it. Okay. Good. Any more questions before we give today's piece a razz from the start to the finish? And over the back there, yes?
I think it was just like I was coming out more at P.
Sorry, can you read that?
And after that, we'll.
And then you
kind of-
just come out there.
Yeah, inevitably. Inevitably, my mood affects what I do. Sometimes you find yourself yelling at the kid and you don't know why. The kid didn't do anything wrong. It's because you're in a shit mood. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Inevitably, and I have the beautiful gift of having this gig, so I might either go, today I've got a lot of energy, so I'll meet that, or I might go, I've got too much energy, I need to write something calm, just to slow down, Dean, So yeah, I can do that. Yeah, inevitably. But by the same token, if you're an artist that works on, I guess, commissions, and someone says, "Can you write me a thing?" My mood can't matter. I have to write what's required, which is part of my thing about creativity. And to begin with, if I thought, and I say this to all people, if you think that you have to have your mood has to be right, you have to be in that sweet spot, and you have to have the awesome idea in that sweet spot, and you have to be able to envision the thing of the idea in that sweet spot, otherwise, you won't even try, then that's the mistake we make as humans, to go, lightning's not striking today, snack, and we distract ourselves really quickly, or just fail to show up. If you've got a thing, like if it's painting, running, dancing, poetry, whatever it is, it makes you feel good when you do it. So just show up and do it, even when you don't have an idea. I'm 360 something days in. I don't have ideas. I just show up and start to just mash the keys on the piano, and eventually a few notes tell me, I'll follow those. That's really all there is. And then I'm on the tools, and something genuinely shows up when I'm there, not because I'm at home having a beer, which I'd really like to be doing now. Okay. So if we'll play this maybe once or twice through, and then we'll play the lullaby. Actually, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll play this once. We'll play the lullaby from last week. Thank you. If you've just got this one listen in you, I do appreciate your attentiveness. Thank you for your time. Remember that there are some proper recordings, downloads, and/or CDs which you can buy. That's a little bit of my art, my score. It's very pretty. But also, there's a book if you want to go deep into creativity, which is the stuff I love to talk about, and I'm hoping to present here at 4 p.m. Is this book, which has only been out a few weeks. This is the first 150 days that were done here in the museum. The first 150 pieces. At the end of every day, when you all went home and the door shut, I would write a diary. So I've published my diaries, and they're all in there, all 150 days with a few thoughts on creativity. There's a QR code for all of the live music. You can see there's microphones. So we record everything. So there's over 11 hours of music just through this book, which relates to all of the day's diary. So it's a good old chat about creativity. Come and have a chat to me. It's also available in the shop upstairs. I can sign it with the pen that I wrote the book with. How very, very romantic is that? Okay, you don't need me now. Don't, so cool. I'm going to go sit over here. Here is day 362. Miranda, Phoebe, Damien, Martin. Great. That was fun. So on the back of what I was saying before, you're not witnessing something. Well, sorry, I think what the musicians do to be able to do that off the page is amazing. But what I do, I don't think is extraordinary. It's just the ordinary fact of showing up. That's really what it is. Just show up to the thing and do the thing and try to push away all those awful judgments about how shit I think I am. That's kind of what it is. So now we're going to play the piece I wrote last Monday, which was just before on the last day the museum is open for the week. So it's our Friday, essentially. This is my little Celtic lullaby, which is day 300 and what? 61. Okay. Oh, you don't need me. Sorry, that's right. You don't need me at all. What am I doing here? I love sitting over here. This is the Celtic lullaby from Monday. Here we go. And now just for shits and giggles, we'll hear today's piece again, and then you can all slowly wander off to the ferry or get another drink and see some more stuff. This is 4 p.m. My name is Dean. Please thank again Miranda and Phoebe and Damien and Martin. Thank you. You can subscribe to pay a Patreon thing and get all of the live recordings to your inbox as well. All 362 of them. You can have every one as well as the book and the CD. Come and have a chat to me about all the things or go up to the shop. Here's today's piece one more time. Thank you.
Are you doing it down there?
I have no idea. To be honest,
Oh, well. See what happens.
it changes every time.
Thank you so much, everyone. That's 4 p.m. for today. Yay! Make some crazy art. Make mistakes. Lots of mistakes. Just show up and make sloppy stuff. Thank you very much. Tune in to 4 p.m. anytime until mid-September. Love your stuff. Bye-bye.